Hey everyone, it's Dana from the Modern Mom Lounge. I am live. I'm actually not in Florida. I am here in Blue Ridge, Georgia. I'm enjoying a little family getaway. Kind of was getting sick of seeing the same stuff over and over again. So we decided to jump in the car and head out to Blue Ridge, Georgia. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I can't even begin to tell you, the views are beautiful. The mountain air is awesome. So this is one of my many self-care reset kind of and regroup for the rest of the year. 2020 has been very crazy. So this has helped me to reset. So this week, I am very excited to introduce Steph of Steph B Cosmetics. We're going to be talking about makeup and skincare tips, tricks, and trends for when you're wearing a mask. Steph is a personal good friend of mine. She's a doll face, and she has created her own makeup line and also does professional makeup application here locally in the South Florida area. So I am going to, I am going to bring you everyone in. Please, if you're there, say hi. I would love to see everyone. I am going to bring Steph in now. So thank you guys for joining me at Live in the Lounge. And here's Steph.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I was just telling everyone before I segued you in that I'm in Blue Ridge. So I am not wearing makeup, but I have been very good about mask wearing.
I hope so.
Although there are a lot of people here, it's a little bit scary. Like the signs say that you must wear masks, but there were a bunch of people here that were not wearing masks. And It was scary. Yeah, it's kind of like, you're wearing a mask to protect you. Can't you just wear one in the supermarket for 10 minutes and protect me?
Please?
I know.
Wow.
I know. So, Steph, I wanted to intro you, and I explained to everyone how we are personal good friends, but how you started Steph B Cosmetics. So if you could please give a little intro as to how you got into makeup and your brand and everything.
Yep. So my mom, believe it or not, she's now retired, but she was in skincare and makeup for like 40 years. So I essentially grew up with that in the family, and there was never another makeup. Like I didn't go to the mall like other girls did to buy, their makeup. My first makeup and pretty much all my makeup came from what my mom was doing. And I went away to college. I had aspirations to be an English teacher, got the degree, did all the work. And then I thought, oh God, I just don't know if I want to do this. So I know. Anyway, I guess it's a good time not to be a teacher in the moment. But so yeah, I ended up just wanting to be creative and really wanting to explore sort of that field, because I think if I would have realized back then, I probably would have gone, and done a little bit more in a creative field. And I always knew that about myself. So I started in the makeup. I called her up one day and I said, what do you think of me trying this out? Because, I grew up with it, like I said. And sure enough, she thought it was a great idea. We talked it over, and I started working in event makeup a long time ago. So back in 2000 is when I started, basically just with that part of it, because it's basically like very creative and painting and that kind of thing, working with people, which is what I love. And then it evolved over time into, oh, I love this. Where could I get it, or what could I do? And then I started slowly but surely bringing the product in. And people loved everything. So that's how the line got developed. And then just over time, as I worked with clients, I honed in on what people were interested in. And that's how the line formed, really.
That's awesome. And, it's so interesting how you say you segued, because you have a very big creative background, like a creative mindset and stuff. And I think that's really important when it comes to things such as makeup and an exterior. The reason why I say this, like your overall look, because if you have that eye for the creativity, you can just hone it in, maybe not on painting, but on the overall aura and like facade of someone's face. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun working with my clients, and I just love, I mean, I tend toward the natural side of makeup artistry to begin with. That's sort of the look that I like. So I naturally enhance people, and I feel like it just brings out sort of a little extra glow in you. It's not necessarily hiding anything. It's actually just bringing out sort of the best side of you. So yeah, it's fun.
Which I personally appreciate. So if you go to Steph B Cosmetics on Instagram, you'll see a lot of her before and afters. And one thing that really attracts me to your craft is that you do stay natural. You're not like the super crazy. I mean, everyone has their own taste. I'm not saying, but mine is like, I would rather someone enhance either my cheekbones or my eyes or whatever, and just make it look more natural, but just give it a little oomph.
Yeah.
And look all crazy, and then people are like, "That's not Dana," you know. Like I want to look like me, just maybe with a little bit more makeup.
I hear that all the time. That everybody's like, I hear a lot of people. They'll call me and they'll say, "I'm a non-makeup wearer typically, but I have a really big event and I want to look polished for the photos, yada yada. But I want to look like myself." And that's exactly what I do. I want to keep everybody looking like themselves, but just sort of the best version of yourself.
See, I think that's so important. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So tonight we are going to be talking about the new normal right now is mask wearing.
Yes, it is.
And as people are starting to go back to work and they're starting to come out of their homes, you know, hand in hand with being outside of your home is wearing masks, and you want to look good, feel good. I mean, I don't wear a ton of makeup, but I feel good when I have, you know, my face done and stuff like that when I go to work, because I go to the office now. So tonight we're going to talk about makeup and skincare with these new accessories that we have, masks.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm seeing actually, I guess globally, if you really look at it, literally everywhere, because right now everybody in every country seems to be wearing a mask, which is a great thing. But when it comes to makeup, it changes a lot of things actually, because I mean, I would say on the whole, you could probably ask most people who have a cosmetic business, the lipstick has always been the #1 category seller. Always. I mean, everybody loves a lipstick, a lip gloss. It's the easiest, quickest thing to pick you up and, you know, pick up at the store and, you know, find a color for every outfit. Now the trend is basically almost no lipstick wearing. I mean, really. And it makes sense, right? Because we don't want to get makeup on the inside of our mask. There's really no reason. I mean, think about it. You're covered for here down. So what are you focusing on is the eyes. So globally, you're seeing bold eye looks, lots of stuff. Like you were saying, some of it's really out there. It's colorful and it's got like gems and long eyelashes, and you know, it's really out there, and definitely an emphasis on the eyebrows, because again, you know, that's what frames the face. How I relate to those trends, and you know, for my clientele, which are not necessarily quite as young as the girls that are doing the glitter and all that, and maybe a little more conservative. So I see, and I'm focusing on for my clients, eye looks that define the eye. Definitely big time into brows. Again, same thing, but you don't want it too heavy so that it's like really standing out. But for those people who have a little sparse hairs and things like that, like me, if I took my makeup off right now, I have, you know, some sparseness through my brows. Now I do have hair there. So I use something called a precision brow pencil. Okay. It's like this little skinny guy, and it's got the spoolie on the end. So you can brush them up. Okay. And then just fill in with this real skinny little Oh, where's the camera?
There you go. I
There
see.
we
Oh,
go.
wow, that's like tiny.
It's tiny, and it just kind of makes little hairs in there, and it makes it look really natural. That's like the goal, to not look like you have fake brows, right? But that they're filled in and they look finished. And then for people who don't really have a lot of hair, because there's a lot of people that are missing tons of hair and they need more coverage than that little brow, there's something else that I have in the Steph B line called the Brow Blender. And that's a little thicker, gives a little heavier coverage, and it's really nice too. So anyway, I've been kind of going back and forth between those and just kind of playing around with it. And it just does a nice job. And then again, you want to focus on the lashes, right? Some kind of a thick lash, nice mascara. And, you know, when it comes to your face, you really could get away with a lot less makeup right now. It's great. You need a little concealer, right? Because again, your mask is, you're going to see that, right? But you don't need like a full face of makeup. In fact, there are days where I'll put on a little bit of like a BB cream or something like that, and I'll blend it. I always have these little, you can like buy them anywhere, these little sponges or whatever, and you wet it. Go to Target or wherever, you can just buy them. And then if you blend it in, what I've been doing is just putting a couple dots of the makeup here and then just using my sponge to blend all the way down and not even applying anything in this area. Because what's the point of having all that extra makeup?
Right. And then like you said, it gets in your mask. It gets on your mask.
Right. And then realistically, you really need some kind of a powder to set it too. So a lot of people are telling me they're getting all this makeup on the inside of their mask when they wear it.
Yeah.
So if you set it with a powder, once you're finished, I know a lot of people like the dewy look, and that's really pretty. But when it comes to the mask and you're really covered and you're, you know, breathing, you know how that is, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to have minimal makeup and you want to set it with a powder.
So when it comes to powder,
yeah,
do you recommend, like, so you definitely do need a powder, or you don't necessarily need one?
You don't need to have one. I mean, if you're really wearing almost no makeup or just a little bit of moisturizer, then it's not as necessary. But if you have on either even like a tinted moisturizer, you know, with anything with color really in this area, you would want to set it with some sort of a powder. I like one that's a skin color that usually kind of matches. You never want to have the line here.
Exactly.
That's enough.
Mask doesn't cover the line, guys. It goes.
I know. You never want the line. So you just have to make sure it all blends and it's the right color for your skin. I mean, that's actually a lot of people in general don't really know what colors they're supposed to wear.
I have no clue. I really need to sit with you once all this is over, because
I love that.
One of my biggest things is like when it comes to, like you're mentioning, under eye concealer, there are so many out there. I can't tell you how many different ones I've tried. And I know your skin color changes, like if you get a tan or like, but I look like either like ghost under here. It's crazy. So I'm so intimidated.
Yeah, a lot of people are that way. It's hard to find exactly the right thing, which is why it's nice to try the products on. Yeah. Right now, it's a little tougher to do that.
Yeah, true.
You know? But yeah, pre-COVID and hopefully soon, it's definitely optimal to try on things. And you know, it's actually a big part of my business. So I do a lot of event work. I do lots of weddings and bar mitzvahs and events all over the place on location. But I also, actually, you can see I'm in my home studio right now.
I see your sexy pillow.
Yeah, hi. That was a gift from my hubby.
I love that. Oh, good job, Brad. Good job. Good job.
Yay. Yay, Brad. So I do a lot of appointments for people and teach them how to do the look and pick the right colors and all that stuff for people on a regular basis. Well, pre-COVID. I haven't done that in a while. Right. But yeah, so.
That's crazy. Okay, so you say, and I agree with you. I mean, when I get up in the morning, I literally put my eyeliner, I'll do a mascara, a shadow, and then I'll try to, do my eyebrows as best as I can, and then I'm off to work. Right. So I have the mask on, but something that you mentioned to me previously is that you should probably be moisturizing your lip, right?
Yeah. So what I've been doing and telling people to do, because I have some of my clients are calling, I do a lot of phone orders and stuff like that. So when I'm chit-chatting with them on the phone about new products or what they're interested in, and they mention to me, you know, I miss wearing lipstick, but, you know, like I want something there, but I don't want it to get on my mask. So recently, the major shift has been from basically most things with color are going almost clear. I have some clients that don't really want clear. So what I've been doing for them is I actually carry these lip pencils that are a gel and they're waterproof. And they've always been like that. And what I love about them is they're soft to put on. But like if anyone has little fine lines and stuff like that, because I do have somewhat of a mature clientele as well. Anyway, when you have those lines, it's annoying when everything bleeds up into there. So I've had those for a long time and they've come in real handy right now. So you line the lips a little bit with it. You fill in a little bit with it. And I have, you know, a range of colors like any lip liner would be. So you could get your color. I take my finger even on myself, or like I'll tell my clients to use a toothpick, or not toothpick, Q-tip. What was she talking about? And smooth it over so you have like a tinge, and then use something like, I have a few things here that I was going to show you, but a smoothing lip balm. This one is vanilla scented and it's clear. It's got like a nice velvety texture. It has this little thing on the end that you just squeeze a little out, and then it's like a lip balm, right? And it has some hyaluronic acid, so it's really good and moisturizing. So then you put something like this, or I have one that I'm actually wearing right now. It's a little shinier. It's a lip plumping gloss, but it's clear. You saw me right as I was, you know, coming in. I was putting a little lip liner on, and then I put this over it. And that's what I've been doing for my clients so that it doesn't really come off. It's just sort of clear and you feel like you have a lipstick on, something to moisturize.
Right. So then the lip liner gives that little bit up. Someone already wants that already. Don't worry, because at the end we'll have a little special for you. Okay. But no, so to get back to it, so you use that lip liner that stays so that people get that little hint of color, which I could see wanting that too, you know, and then doing that. Now you also have a vitamin C treatment for lips.
Yeah, I have a vitamin C one here too. I love it.
The benefits of that.
So if you see it, it's the outside, which is orange, is vitamin C stick. So it's got antioxidants in there. And again, it has a lot of moisturizing properties. And then the center is vitamin E. And everybody knows vitamin E heals in general. Any cuts, or so if you've chapped lips, this is the best product. The vitamin C lip treatment. I love it. It actually, truthfully, it's been going. It's been going a lot, that product. I really like it. But it's kind of, that one is more of like a treatment, you know. So it is a chapstick, but it has some really nice properties to it that are going to give you some good benefits.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So this is a great way to segue into like skincare when you're wearing a mask. So that would be one of the things you would recommend, is to moisturize.
Absolutely. And, you know, in general, I'm finding right now people are into self-care. You know, they're into, because we've been home, we really hadn't been wearing makeup until very recently. In fact, we're still wearing minimal makeup. So people are focused a lot on skincare. And I think it's important right now to have a really good cleanser in your bathroom, because, or in your shower, however you want to do it, because I mean, realistically, when you have the mask on, you are sort of, you have bacteria in your mouth and things, and it does go around. I have a few clients that have called me telling me that they have breakouts and stuff around there, and they're asking, you know, what could I do? So I have this papaya enzyme cleanser that I've been recommending because it's really good for brightening. It's a foamy cleanser. I actually love this. I wish there was smell-o-vision.
I know.
It's like a foamy cleanser. It smells amazing. I don't know how to explain it. If you know, you know. Okay, it's really that good. So I've been doing that one a lot. It's just so refreshing. It feels good. It just cleans everything, and it has papaya enzymes in there and all kinds of other natural extracts that pull out the toxins, which is really what we need. Another thing that I've been recommending to a lot of people, I love this too, and I've told you about this before. This smells like a spa day. It's this
Yeah.
crazy black shiny mask. It's called a glow mask, and it's thermal charcoal. So that's really known for, again, deep cleaning. Yes, if you're getting a breakout, this is probably my go-to. And you can use it 2-3 times a week. It's not that harsh. It's very moisturizing, so you're not going to feel dry afterwards. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I really love it. So that to clean. And then once you clean all the toxins out of your face, you want to replenish the moisture. You do. So I love peptides for the skin, especially over like 30 or 35 years old. I think it's really important to start using something with peptides in it. I use a daily peptide eye cream because peptides are basically the building blocks of collagen.
I was going to ask you, like, what is the definition of a peptide? Because I hear it and I know it's like a buzzword in the beauty industry, but I'm like, yeah, peptides. I don't know what they are.
There's a zillion types of peptides. There really are. I mean, it's incredible. If you read about peptides, there's so many things they can do. But like in this particular eye cream that I have, it's called the peptide eye cream. It has, and I actually have a couple of posts on my Instagram about it, which really details everything because it's hard to remember all the little details. But basically, one of the main peptides pulls out any water molecules. So what happens is this area typically gets puffy. I mean, like in the morning, especially. A lot of times that's fluid. And so what happens is that peptide will help the puffiness, will literally carry the water away from that area. So within an hour after I put it on, I feel depuffed. There's other ones in there that are the building blocks of collagen, which is what you start to lose at age 40, sometimes a little sooner, it depends on your genetics. And that's when you start getting like the fine lines in all those areas. So great to combat fine lines. And it actually has another peptide in there that's really good for dark circles, believe it or not. It works on the pigmentation of the under eye. So I love peptides. I'm obsessed with them. I have a serum that's like that for the skin. It just evens the color of your skin. It's just, you need to replenish with all of these things, and then you'll have a much more supple, like younger look. So yes.
Yeah, your skin's fabulous. So
thank you. I try to take care of it.
It looks great. And your peptide eye cream is like the 3 pain points with my eyes is puffy in the morning, the dark circles underneath, and then the nice little, I like to call them smile lines.
That's what they are.
I know, but it's like enough.
I know. I hear you. I hear you. I know. I'm in the club too.
Oh boy, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So I mean, it's just really just self-care, cleaning really well, and just maintaining yourself the best that you can, you know, because a lot of us also are under a lot of stress right now, and stress also causes breakouts and things like that. Right. So, you know,
the big thing is like cleansing, combating the maskne, as I've heard it called. Correct. Definitely moisturizing, taking care of your skin. Like don't look at your face just because you're wearing a mask, and then to play up everything above the fold.
Definitely play up everything above the fold. That's exactly right. And just focus on the eyes. And yeah, definitely watch out for, I guess, really want your skin to be clean. That's the whole thing, is because the mask wearing, I find, definitely it harbors bacteria. So you want to just make sure you clean yourself out. The glow mask or any kind of a mask that pulls toxins out is, I think, really important right now, a couple times a week. So yeah, that's what I would be doing.
Thank you so much. And super quick, I do want to touch on, and I know it's like after 7:20 already, and you're giving us such great information here. Expiration dates, super fast.
Yeah, so
I don't even want to show you my drawer.
Yeah, most people keep their makeup way too long. And I mean, we're all guilty of it, including me. As far as mascara, that's probably anything that's a liquid-based product. Mascara, foundation, concealer, lipstick, lip gloss, all of those items. The mascara is probably the most crucial. Really every 3 to 6 months, really every 3, but like we could push it a little bit longer, but any longer than that it's really not good, because the amount of bacteria that your lashes catch in a daily basis, if you really look that up, it's crazy. And so you just want to make sure that you get rid of it, because you are sort of dipping back into that same thing.
Right.
Every 3 months on mascara. I would say all the other liquid things within 6 months, or if they start to smell funky at all. If there's a weird smell, if it doesn't smell the same as it did when you bought it, you chuck it. And then for powder items like shadows, bronzers, blushes, those kind of things, it's basically a couple of years that you can get. So feel better about the fact that you've had shadows for a few years in there. It's really fine. Again, I have it too. If it smells funky or it looks funky, get rid of it. That's your biggest sign. And then as far as skincare products go, again, the smell is a very big deal. So if your moisturizer all of a sudden starts smelling funny, it's time to get a new one.
Okay.
And that's, and your eyeliners and lip liners are going to start to dry up when they're no good. Do you know what I'm saying? So they'll start to shrivel up a little and pull away from the outside of the container, or, if you've had it too long, and that's when you would throw those out, or probably about a year for those.
Okay. No, that's really good to know, because I also get a lot of product to review, and I feel bad. I don't want anything to go to waste. And I'm like, I'll use it one day, or like I give it to friends. But the thing is, I also want to make sure that it's healthy for my skin, because I'm putting it on my skin. I'm kind of ingesting it in a way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're going to do the speed round right now for you.
Got it.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Red or white wine?
Red.
Favorite flower?
I like roses and hydrangeas. I like 2.
I am telling you, every week everyone's picked hydrangea. Also,
really?
They've had like 1 or 2.
Gorgeous.
They're awesome. They're like, of course.
Yeah.
When you are not formulating your next favorite makeup product, or preparing one of your clients for an event, what are you doing?
I would be oftentimes home doing a project of some sort, design, decorating around the house. I'm always repainting things, repurposing things, working on my little happy home. I do a lot of dog walks with Maggie, my poodle, who is just a crazy dog. And before COVID, I loved going to the movies. I was an avid moviegoer, loved going. Now, I haven't been since March. It's killing me, but that would definitely be high on the list. Beach time.
You're such a great cook also.
I love to cook. I do, but you know what? Lately, it's constant. So it's a little less appealing than it used to be.
I hear you.
Totally. Yeah, I do love to cook.
No, that's okay. What is your favorite quote? Do you have one?
You know what's so funny about you asking me this? I happen to have found, my mom is moving, and she just recently gave me my yearbook. And I looked at my senior yearbook just recently. Under my picture, I guess everybody had a quote. And this was the exact quote. It was, "The best things in life can't be seen or even touched. They can only be felt with the heart." And when I read that, I thought, wow, at 18, and I still relate to that. So right. I guess it must be that.
You were very deep at 18. I love that.
Who knew? I didn't even remember.
You're not supposed to say that. You'd be like, I carried that with me.
Yes.
And do you have a favorite book or author that you like?
I don't have a favorite author. That's not me to have that. But I have been reading a lot during COVID, because there's tons of books. I loved Gone Girl. I just read that. Have you read it? That was a good one. Yeah. So that was good. Yeah. I'm in the middle of Little Fires Everywhere right now. So
that's another awesome book. And
I haven't finished.
Girl, there are a few other books by that author. That may become, I forgot her name, but she may become your favorite author. There's 2 other books I feel like.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, that are awesome. I know. I love to read.
I like it. I just never make the time. I should.
No, I know. It's super important. So, okay. So now that we know all about you and your business and what we should do for our skin, I would love for you to talk about a special that you have for the viewers of Mom Lounge.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to offer everybody that's watching 15% off. You can either go to stephbcosmetics.com or use, I think the code we gave was modern. There we go. Modern Mom 15. Good thing you were on top of it.
This live.
You're the best. And you could also give me a call at my cell phone and we could talk it over on the phone if you want a little more personalized consult.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, I wonder, do you do on like video consults?
I've been doing some FaceTime calls, yes, many of them for people who would normally come see me for their colors.
Okay, yeah, because I figured that would be super helpful. It's the next best thing for being face to face with everyone.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm happy to do it anytime.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh. Now I have to go.
Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Oh, thanks. I know. It's so gorgeous out. We're going to go sit outside for a little bit and soak in the last bit of mountain air before we're back.
You should. And come back to the humidity.
Oh, I don't miss that at all.
I'm sure you don't. All right. Well, thanks for having me, Dana.
Thank you so much, Steph. Say hi to the family.
Thanks. We'll do. You too.
Bye.